Hi everyone, Josephine here. Welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will share with you what we experienced last night. So around 9 o'clock last night, my son called and I was in panic because he went to Omaha, Nebraska because he met a friend there. He spent Christmas there. He didn't even spend Christmas at home. And so when he left, I told him to be careful because I know that it has been snowing. So last night it snowed a little, but the temperature was very low. So it's like around 10 degrees. So even if there isn't much snow, but if the temperature is too cold, so even just a little snow on the ground will get frozen and the road is gonna be slippery. So he was already on his way home. He doesn't usually call when he goes someplace. But then last night I was surprised because he called me and then when my phone rang, it says it's him. And so I answered the phone and so he said, "Ma, I met an accident." I really was in panic because, he doesn't really call usually. So I said, or just pulling my leg because sometimes he would just, like tease me. Like, "Oh, Ma, I was pulled over by a cop." Because I always tell him, don't ever call if you get pulled over by a cop because you have done something wrong. So, but last night he called, so I was, oh my. And then when he said that he met an accident, I was panicking. And so like I wanted to go and pick him up because he said his car was totaled because there were like a big truck ahead of them. And then while he was driving, he saw the truck and so he slowed down. But then the car behind him like rear-ended him. So he got his car smashed. It was really totaled and the back part was really smashed. So I'll show the pictures here. And so that's how his car looked. And so I said, "Can you still drive home?" And then he said, "Ma, how can I drive home? My tires are not working no more." So when he puts the key in the ignition, it won't start at all. It's his first time to meet an accident. And so he called and asked me, and then I haven't even experienced being in an accident. So I was like asking David what he has to do because he was asking me, what am I gonna do? Because there were cops there, but there were 7 cars in the accident. So it's the big truck or maybe a semi or something, and then more cars and then cars behind him and the more cars. So all in all there's a semi maybe or a truck and then 7 vehicles. And so the guy who smashed his back was driving a pickup truck. So of course Bernard, my son Bernard, is just driving a sedan. So it's a small car. So it was really smashed at the back. And so he couldn't come home. So we picked him up and like in that area where he's at, just going there, it will take 2 hours. And so we drove in the snow. So I will share with you how it is driving in the snow when you live here in South Dakota. And so when we got there, of course, we are old. My husband's eyes are not really good in the dark. And neither are mine. And so I wanted to go by myself, but then he doesn't, I'm a woman, I'm not really a good driver. And then like my eyes are not really good either. And so he said, okay, I'll go. And then I was worried about him because we are like blind in the dark. But still we went because I was worried about him because like he's in the middle of like a little past Sioux Falls. He was driving along I-90. This highway is like really slippery when it snows. And then like, in South Dakota, there are portions that snows a lot and there are some that don't have snow. But in Huron, when we left, the snow was already like blowing a little bit. But still we just drove slowly. So we took Highway 37 and then Highway 34. In Highway 34, it was really slippery because, like it has stopped snowing. But then when the snow freezes on the ground, wow, it's so slick. And so we just kept driving, and then we just slowed down. With a speed of 60, we just drove like 45. Yeah, because it's during daytime, it's okay, but if it's nighttime, we need to reduce our speed. And so we were already in I-90. Because when he called, he already warned us that, Ma, you better drive slowly because the road is slick. And so we did. And so when we were driving on I-90, the speed there is 80 miles an hour. But we just, my husband just drove like 55, 60. It's better be careful. So he was, my husband was saying that, oh, I'm sorry, I can't drive fast. Well, I was telling him, no, you don't have to go fast. It doesn't matter. We will still get there, even slowly, slowly but surely. While we're driving, I was asking Bernard, where are we gonna pick you up? Because I don't really know the exact location. Although we use Google Map, and then Google Map sometimes, Google Map is not 100% reliable. And so when he called back, and then he told us that he's gonna meet us at like a westbound rest area along I-90. And you know me, I don't have any sense of direction. And I just asked Google, and then it was said it was not giving us the right direction, but we just kept going because I was worried for him, and because today he's gonna go to work, and then I'm on vacation. So I said, okay, since his car is totaled, and then he called the insurance company and then the bank, and so the insurance said that he can file a claim. Anyway, the cops didn't give him a ticket because it was not his fault. He was just rear-ended. I'm sure he can get a claim from his insurance company. And so and I'm just thankful that he wasn't hurt. But today he just didn't go to work because he's complaining that his body is really sore. So it's okay with me. So since he doesn't have a car, I'll be the driver. And funny thing is, my husband's vehicle is some kind of also acting up. And so this week, since I don't work this week, I'm sure I'll be the designated driver, take them to work and pick them up. Well, it's just it's just my turn to drive them and pick them up, because before they would drive me and pick me up. So it's like give and take. So, and that's our experience from last night. And then on our way back home, so we already picked up Bernard. I just feel okay because I saw him and that he's safe and not hurt. So for a mother, it's really something. Me, I really freaked out when I heard that. And on our way home, wow, there was this blowing snow that the visibility on the road is so poor. So I just told my husband, honey, just slow down. We're not in a hurry. It doesn't matter if we get home late in the morning, as long as we're safe. And so I just keep waking him up because when you drive and it's cold, I was even sleeping myself when I was sitting in the passenger side. And so I would just massage his shoulders to keep him awake. And so that was an alarming experience we had last night. But then, after driving through the blowing snow and the snowy road, slippery road, we got home safe, so we're thankful. And that's our after Christmas experience. So, but I thank God that my son is safe. The broken or the totaled car, you can always buy a new one. But life is so precious. We only have one life. So I'm just thankful that God has spared his life. So that's something I have greatly thanked the Lord for. And I was teasing him that, oh, you better go to church every Sunday now because God has spared your life. You know? Yeah. And so I'm glad he's okay, and it doesn't matter to me if I don't receive any present or life is hard, as long as, you know, my son is healthy and alive and my family is doing well. So I'm good with it. I don't ask for material things. Family is always important. So I'm just so thankful. And so being a mother and a wife, that's my experience for this week. That's my experience after Christmas. So if you're planning to move to South Dakota, well, the road can always be dangerous. So we need to be extra careful, because there are some drivers that, you know, they we care. Well, you are, even if we're careful, but other people are not. So I always, for me, I really don't like to go out, especially in winter time, because of the road. I'm just so scared. I'm not a good driver. So thank you all for listening to my story. Love sharing it with you, because, you know, like, things can happen in our lives. So for today, David is at work, and well, my son there is resting because he said his body sore from driving, and maybe from, you know, like, from that accident or something. Thank you all for watching and listening to my sad story. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will get updated of our next videos. Thank you all for watching.